Breaking news, man, out of South LA, man, they got, P4K out the Jungle Stones for human trafficking. Not only him, but, a whole bunch of other members, sex trafficking, man. This is breaking news. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Just a month ago, not too long ago, P4K caught that pimping and pandering of a minor case, which he said he built out. But let me know your thoughts, man. It's crazy work. When they go to jail, I don't know if they gonna run fades or who was pimping the minor or what it was what. But, some fades gonna be ran. Some people might PC, some people might go high power.
11 alleged gang members are in federal custody in what law enforcement is calling a major takedown of a vicious sex trafficking ring.
Investigators say the suspects used social media and music videos to recruit young women and children, targeting runaways and kids in foster care. KTLA's Lindsay Pena live in Westwood with more on the story. Lindsay.
Yeah, Sharon, Micah, 5 of those defendants were already in court this afternoon, pleading not guilty to the charges against them. Earlier, when we spoke to the U.S. attorney here at the federal building in Westwood, he said when they served the arrest warrants this morning, they discovered 4 sex trafficking victims, one of them a minor. These are photos of some of the 11 alleged members or associates of the South Los Angeles-based Hoover Street Gang, who are now in federal custody on a long list of charges that include racketeering, sex trafficking, drug and firearms-related crimes, and money laundering. Sky 5 was overhead as arrests were being made at a motel early Wednesday morning.
They were branding these young women, they were raping them, they were abusing them, they were drugging them, just horrific acts.
U.S. Attorney Bill Isaly saying many times the gang recruited victims through social media.
This Hoover gang, they portray a lifestyle of wealth, of power, of violence, and they use that to actually lure women into that lifestyle. They think it's going to be glamorous.
A 31-count indictment details the years-long case against the defendants who allegedly operated in the Figueroa corridor, known as a human trafficking hotbed.
The lead defendant is a woman. She goes by Lady Duck, and she was out there recruiting these young women, children as young as 14 years old, into sex trafficking and really selling other humans. It's the worst kind of crime out there.
According to the indictment, at one point, a 14-year-old girl was trafficked for at least 3 days in a row at a South LA motel. The U.S. attorney says the case against the gang members is a strong one, with many criminal acts being documented on various social media accounts.
A lot of these girls came from the foster system. They're preying on people who are vulnerable, who don't have maybe families, who are runaways, and so we try to get them services and try to help them.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says trial is scheduled for October 7th for some of these defendants, and while most of them are in custody, one is still outstanding, a man named Brian Israel. If all of these defendants are convicted on the charges against them, they face 15 years in prison, and some of them could be facing life sentences.
Sex trafficking along the Figueroa corridor.
Just 2 miles from where the Olympics will kick off in 3 years, the Figueroa corridor is where the U.S. Attorney's Office says a total of 11 gang members and associates in the notorious Hoover Street Gang were rounded up and charged with racketeering and sex trafficking today, saying they exploited minors, runaways, and girls in foster care, some as young as middle schoolers.
There was a 14-year-old who was sex trafficked at a motel in South L.A. Over the course of 3 consecutive days.
Agents say the perpetrator was 25-year-old accused gang leader Amaya Armstead, also known as Lady Duck, who used Instagram and TikTok to lure victims.
They use social media. They make, rap music videos. So it's much more of a high-tech operation.
Because it's been 3 years and I have yet to know anything about where my baby's at.
Catherine Renesto has been searching for her daughter Ruthie Smith from Long Beach in the Figueroa corridor since she was lured there for sex trafficking before going missing months later.
Figueroa is a scary place and there's so many unsolved and so many don't know. And my daughter falls into that category of being sex trafficked and don't know.
While the recent arrest did not give Catherine any updates on her daughter's missing case, it does give her hope that police are doing more to fight the problem. But she thinks more needs to be done.
I want to see law enforcement and people just do more, say more, because these girls matter.
A disturbing sex trafficking bust. Several suspected gang members arrested, accused of forcing young girls into prostitution. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being with us. You're watching.
I'm gonna read the shit. Ain't no way a nigga in jail for a motherfucking human trafficking and this bail $150,000. Nigga, ain't no way. It's niggas that get human trafficking cases, nigga, and they bail $500,000, $700,000, nigga, $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million, depending on what you did, nigga. That's what I'm saying. $150,000.